Well, we got a new champion, guys. New undisputed champion. Guys, this is a spoiler for SmackDowns because this SmackDown, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. This SmackDown was shown earlier in the day if you're internationally, unless you have VPN. So, but you probably already know by now, American viewers, that we have a new WWE Undisputed Champion. And I'm just spoil it here right now. That's Drew McIntyre. Jacob Fat 2 returned and got involved in the main event in the final match, the cage match. Well, you know what? Here, this is what we'll do. We'll start off with the main event. Okay, how about that? We'll start off the main event. So we'll start the main event, and then we'll go talk about the rest of the card. Yeah, because I think that's what people want to talk about. Well, 3 Stations of Hell kicked off about at the last hour. It's about like 30 to 45 minutes, maybe a little bit 30 to 40 minutes. 3 matches. All solid in a way. I thought they would do more with the False Calendar match. But if you're going to see later tonight, the way it went is that Drew McIntyre won the first singles match. He distracted the ref. What happened was the top turnbuckle was on the mat, so the ref went to put it back. He didn't see that Drew low blow kick Cody in the nuts. They give him Claymore to get the first win. Okay, first win in the singles match. So Cody was already down 1-0. All Drew needs is one more win. He has two attempts. Next match is a False Count Anywhere match, and they do go into the crowd. They do go backstage, smash each other against any kind of metal, right? The backstage area is really kind of metal they could find, whether it's a garage door or wherever. And they even use fruit. I'm not kidding. They use fruit in this match. Cody Rhodes used a banana in this match. A banana. I'm not kidding. I am not joking about that. Okay. I'm not joking about that. Okay? But I'm not joking. But there was a cool spot where Cody, there was like a table with the thing on top, and Cody near the near one of the aisles, the entrances to one of the aisles where people come out to sit, right, to their seats. Cody goes on top and jumps into Drew. There, Cody wins the second match. He gives the crossroads to Drew on top of the announce table. The announce tables collapse. 1, 2, 3. Then it's finally the cage match. The cage match was the longest match of them all, and you could clearly tell they were all physically tired, right? They were both physically tired, taking a beating, right? Obviously. Okay. Okay. So they did some cool spots in here. The suplex Cody off the top of the cage. Cody, we gave him like 2 or 3 crossbows that Drew managed to eye wake up. Things like that. Cody's back of the head was bleeding. I'm good. I think this match needed a little bit of blood. It was the end of a feud or something like that. There was a spot where the ending, Drew was about to leave the door, and he sees somebody in a hoodie, and now is Jacob Fatu. It was rumored that Jacob Fatu was back today, so that's confirmed. Jacob Fatu starts attacking Drew because Drew's the one who apparently takes him out, right? And Cody's like, okay, tries to stop Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu starts attacking Cody because he's mad, he's angry, he's lost control. And that's when Drew sneakily sneaks out of the cage and wins his second match, and becomes a new WWE Undisputed Champion. He's all surprised and shocked, as you see my thumbnail. You see him on top of the aisleway. You see him with the title in his hands. He's all shocked and surprised. So he won. He won that feud with Cody. Okay. I don't know what this means next. I don't know what's next between these two, but because apparently before Nick Aldis announced that it's gonna be like a fatal 4-way at Saturday's main event. Whoever wins this fatal 4-way will be the get a line for a title shot at Royal Rumble. Now we know Drew McIntyre is going to be the one defending the title at the Royal Rumble. Where's Cody go from here, right? All right, so that's basically the main event. It might be spoiled already. You might not have seen it. I'm sorry. That's why I put spoilers in this one. I'm going to do this for the next few weeks because while SmackDown is all the way in Europe, so earlier shows, I'm Canada, so I get to watch it earlier on Netflix. But yeah, let's kick off the show. Randy Orton comes out. There's a huge reaction. About to talk. And all of a sudden, Trick Williams' music hits. Trick Williams comes out. 6'5", 250, blah, blah, blah. That's just it. And Randy Orton said, yeah, you are, yeah, you star. You got talent, whatever. And, yeah, and then Trick pissed off Randy. Randy gave him a couple moves, gave him a DDT. But Miz came out of nowhere to attack Randy Orton. He thought, but Randy Orton managed to fight off the Miz and give him an RKO. And Randy Orton's leaving. All of a sudden, you hear Ray Phoenix's music hit because Ray Phoenix is going to have Trick Williams' first main roster match. So Randy Orton leaves and tells Ray Phoenix, gives him a fist pump or something. That's up to kick Trick Williams' ass. Because Trick Williams showed him Randy Orton's disrespect. So the first match with Ray Phoenix versus Trick Williams. Okay. So, and this is Trick Williams' debut. It was just a lengthy match. This match obviously was get something good at Ray Phoenix in the ring and show off Trick Williams is what ability moves he could do and what his skills like into a bigger audience in front of, a bigger wider audience from a crowd. And a bigger, wider audience of people that just watch SmackDown. Not everybody watches NXT, but he didn't win with his finisher. He won with pulling the pants up Ray Phoenix. So he snuck a win over Ray Phoenix. Okay, Julio's being interviewed. Okay, Julio's being interviewed by Backstage because Alexa Bliss randomly gets a title match against the U.S. Women's title match against Julia. Charlotte Flair apparently is sick, so she's not in Germany. Okay. So Alexa Bliss gets interviewed. She's on the phone with Charlotte Flair. Les Legend and Nia Jax come up to her. They do their stuff, and Alexa Bliss warns Les Legend to be careful with this one. She'll betray you, Les Legend. So we have the Julia versus Alexa Bliss match. Solid for what it is. Okay. Julia is a star in the making. I'm not surprised she's in the U.S. title picture, but she's definitely a star in the making. So this match, Alexa Bliss looks she's the advantage to go for the twist of Bliss on the top rope, but Last Legends comes out with the ref distracted, throws her off, and Julia hits her finisher, and Julia retains. And then Last Legends and Nia Jax managed to beat up Alexa Bliss after. Nia Jax gave her the bonsai drop. The Annihilator, I guess it was called, but the bonsai drop, Yokozuna called it, right? Also, backstage, Jordynne Grace of NXT. Well, she's been caught up. She's officially part of SmackDown. She's on the SmackDown roster. She was, Nick Aldis was talking to her. She was Chelsea Green, and then Alba. Chelsea using her stuff, and Jordynne Grace did not like it. So Alba Fire gets to Chelsea Green's defense, gets in her face, and a match was made between Jordynne Grace and Alba Fire for later that night. Okay. We also got backstage segments of Sami Zayn and Matt Cardona. Sami Zayn was, well, not together, but Sami Zayn says, yeah, he's going for the title, right? Matt Cardona was interviewed backstage a little bit later on, but this is out of order, okay? About his comeback. It's been 5-6 years since he left. He's come back and he says, I had 3 options. I could come back as Zack Ryder. I could have done that. Or I could come back as somebody else and reinvent myself. He basically, yeah, and that's what he did with Matt Cardona. You see Cody Rhodes there. Cody's there, right? And they hug, get friendly. But Matt Cardona makes no doubt about that. He wants the title too. And Cody's like, I'll tell you what, when I'm done with this, with my match tonight, we'll talk. Also, backstage, they recap David Priest and Aleister Black match, the Empress match from last week. And now David Priest is moving on, and he's making no bounds of power. He wants the title again. Right? And then he looks at Drew McIntyre, just walks up to him, face to face. Drew says nothing, but Damon Priest lets them know last time they met, they had issues with each other, problems with each other, but he did, and he makes warning to Drew, if you're champion, I'm going after you too. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, what other matches were there? Oh, yeah. You got the MFTs versus the Wyatt family. And I gotta say this. Wyatt family, I'm sorry. They're just not it. Bo Dallas is not Bray. It's not his brother. It's just not clicking. Okay. This match was 4-on-4, so for the MFTs, because the Wyatts don't have 5 men, so they couldn't make a 5-on-5. For the MFTs, it's Mateo. Mateo. Jeff Cobb, formerly Jeff Cobb. He was the odd man out. This match, I don't know. I didn't really like it. MFT's got to win. Just not, and it wasn't even Solo got the pin. It was it Tamaloa? One of the Loas got the pin, pinning Uncle Howdy. That's how they feel about Uncle Howdy. I know there was a distraction, obviously because the heels, but like that's how they feel about Uncle Howdy. Like he's not. I'm sorry, he's not the Fiend. He's not Bray Wyatt. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's all right. So, yeah, okay. Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes, Miz comes out of Dick Aldis's office, right? And he's all happy. Carmelo Hayes comes out, and Miz says, I'm gonna accept the open challenge. And Carmelo says, okay, when I go out there, I want you to come out and accept. And Miz is like, will you see what Randy Orton did to me? And Carmelo said, okay, next week then. Miz leaves. Carmelo, Ilya Dragunov, and Ilya Dragunov, I don't know, there's something up with Dragunov. Is he like manipulating Carmelo? Is he secretly pulling strings behind the scenes? Is he manipulating Carmelo to get a rematch? Like, what's he doing here eventually? Because he's biding his time to get with a rematch with Carmelo Hayes. Is he trying to turn heel? Then he goes into the God's office for something, okay? For something we don't know yet. Okay, I did say Sami Zayn. All right. I did say Sami Zayn. I forgot. All right. All right, so we did get the U.S. We did get Jordan Grace's elbow fire. To showcase Jordan Grace's what he could do. Easily defeat elbow fire. Okay. Jordan Grace is just walking back to backstage. All of a sudden, Jade Cargill's music hits. And walks around Jordan Grace, up eyeing her, right? She warns her, basically. He said, I am that bitch. She's like, Jordan, finally something credible for Jade Cargill. I think they're moving away from bitching and being fab just because, well, they're hurt. But even when you want Jordan Grace's first feud to be Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace just got caught to NXT and be like, you really could have. I don't know. I don't feel like it's the right time to take the title off Jade Cargill or anytime soon. Is Jordan Grace going to be the woman to do it? I don't know. Right? Like, who knows, right? All right, so Carmelo Hayes versus Open Challenge. And who answers Open Challenge? Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, and these two put on the clinic. Nakamura, even though he's older, he can still put on a decent match. Carmelo Hayes is just, yeah, he's good in the ring. I mean, what can I say about Carmelo? As I've been in the Carmelo's hype train for the last few weeks since he's become U.S. champion, and even before he's U.S. champion, his match with Gunther and so on. And I've seen his NXT matches. I'm like, yeah, this guy definitely has. This guy's just good in the ring. He won. He was not going to take the title off him, but he won. I'm like, just go watch him. I'm like, he's a future champion. Clearly, like world heavyweight champion or undisputed champion. Just maybe a few years away. I don't think he's like we're a year away or two away, like Braun Breaker was. But I think it's there. But then it was then they did a vignette for Obafemi. Now Obafemi is obviously done with NXT by vacating the title, and it's rumored he might go to Raw, but they still pulled the vignette. All right, they still did the vignette. Not pulled. By the way, Steffi Vakir, she has her ankle's legit hurt, sprained ankle. That you all know. Okay. Then was the main event. I talked about the main event, right? So once again, Drew become undisputed champion. Once again, to finish this review off, at Saturday's main event in Montreal, Quebec, at the end of the month, Fatal 4-Way. Whoever wins, I believe, gets a title shot at Royal Rumble, and that'll be Drew McIntyre. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. Thank you.